Howdy, howdy, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome back to SV Terror. It's still winter, but I think we've got, what, 4 days left in winter?
2 days.
2 days left.
On the 28th.
All right, so we're going to be back into the beautiful world of spring in Stardew Valley. Almost 1 full year. It's crazy.
Almost 1 full year. And to celebrate 1 full year, we're going to be doing a giveaway on our Instagram. We've mentioned this a few times, but we've got more details for you now. Should we share that now or should we save it? What do you think?
Oh man, what if we hit it now and then we hit it one more time at the end, just to be thorough?
Sounds good. So here's how our giveaway is gonna work. We're commemorating 1 year of SV Terror in game, obviously, and well, actually, yeah, in game, not close to a year in real life. So we're going to be sharing a post on our Instagram, just kind of summarizing what we've done so far and what we've accomplished. And all of you will have the opportunity to follow us on Instagram and comment on that post and tag a friend in it. And that will enter you into the giveaway. And whoever wins, we'll randomly select someone from those entries to get a $15 Steam credit. I was doing some research, and Steam gift cards are a little bit more complicated than I thought they were, but we'll find some way to get you $15 of Steam credit. And then we'll announce the winner on our next stream. So yeah, Friday, look out for that Instagram post and comment and tag a friend to enter our giveaway.
And then come watch the stream so that you can bask in your glory as you win the giveaway.
Yes. Jared, I've got some bad news. I realized this after we finished our last stream.
What's
Do you
the bad
remember
news?
when I used so many of our resources to go upgrade a house?
Oh yeah.
I think I upgraded the wrong house. I didn't think that the farmhands' houses could be upgraded. But I realized later that
Oh man.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
so
Robin's
good.
gonna upgrade the little farmhand house instead of the actual farmhouse.
You know, maybe that's cool because her actually going there will like clear a path to get to it.
Oh, I think that she probably teleports or is incorporeal or something.
Oh, she uses a
We're
totem.
not that lucky. Yeah, I think it'll be worth it for us to spend the bombs to clear a path.
Okay.
Or we could just eat our losses on that and upgrade the other house too.
You know, I'm okay walking a little bit, but it's not like we're short on cash. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's true.
It's fine. Either way, it's fine. We didn't use
Okay.
any hardwood on it, so it's not a big loss, I don't think.
Yeah. All right, what do we need to do?
Well, this dear viewer, this may surprise you, but I'm going to get into some fishing so that we can continue to save money and use that to turn it into bombs. Buy bomb precursors and build bombs so that we can clear land and get into the world of farming proper.
Nice. That sounds like a great plan. I'm looking in the chest. We've got 1 mega bomb, we've got 14 bombs, and 10 cherry bombs. So that'll be enough to clear at least a little bit of land and till some soil. So I think we've got enough bombs to start farming, but obviously more would be great. Yeah, I might head to the mines and try to kill get some bombs from the source, from some duggies.
Oh yeah.
As we all know, that's where bombs come from.
Mm-hmm. Are bombs like the Dougie equivalent of eggs? Like, is that how that works? Also, question. It's Friday. Does that mean we need to go see the cart lady?
Oh, it does. I'll go do that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Are there any animals that just like, I guess an oyster makes pearls, right?
Yeah.
I think the bombs are like that. Just something that kind of congeals in the Dougie's throat. And then pops out when you cut it in half.
That sounds really uncomfortable. It's a Dougie tonsil stone.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So really, we're doing them like a favor. We're not killing the Dougies. We're
Yeah,
just doing aggressive surgery.
yeah, with a 100% mortality rate.
Yeah, that's not questionable behavior. So speaking of mortality rate, I'm taking an ethics focused course. It's an engineering professionalism course, and we're digging into a lot of, kind of the classic trolley example, but it's with self-driving cars because we're engineers and trolleys aren't exciting enough. And they had us take this test from MIT that asks the user to rate all these different scenarios where you have different members of society. So you have like old people, young people, homeless people, people breaking the law, people of different genders, all this stuff to try to see what you think an autonomous car should do. And it was just really strange to see that happening, and the result was always death. Like, you couldn't choose to have nobody die, which makes sense. I mean, the point of the system, the point of the test is to test the morality, but it just seemed like kind of a flawed thing. But it was interesting also because the concept of an AI making choices that will lead to life or death, it's fascinating to me. And we had to read an article combined with the study about how consumers perceive the morality of AI programming in the context of self-driving cars. And almost universally, consumers were okay with the car choosing to do the least amount of damage, right? Whether that means that the passengers died or pedestrians died, whatever would cause the least amount of damage was considered the best choice. But putting yourself into a position where your car might choose to kill you is uncomfortable for people. So it affects adoption rates and all this other stuff. And I guess I thought that was a fascinating problem to have. In the moment, when you actually get into the car, acknowledging that you're getting into a machine that might decide that your life is expendable is alien to us, right? We want to preserve ourselves. We have that instinct to preserve our lives. So I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah, that is fascinating. I think that's a really interesting problem. I think both of us kind of rolled our eyes at it when we were first confronted with this problem. Because
Yeah.
it's like, that's not realistic. That's never going to happen. The chances of me being in that scenario are so low. But that's the thing about self-driving cars and AI in general is instead of making a choice hundreds of times like you would as a human, you have to make it an indefinite number of times. But you only get to make that choice once, and then you're executing it every day. Like whoever programs that self-driving car, they make a choice once, and then that gets ran over and over again.
So what you're saying is that in the same situation, the AI will always choose the same outcome.
I mean, unless you program it to have some random chance of doing two different things, but then you've
Then it's
still like
unpredictable.
you've made the choice to have a random choice.
Yeah.
Um, and like certainly you can learn and adapt over time, but in a choice like that, like if I know I'm going to be in an accident and it's going to be fatal to someone, do I prefer the two people outside of the car or the one person inside the car?
Mm-hmm.
Like that is a real choice that self-driving car companies are going to be held legally responsible for at some point in the future, almost certainly.
Yeah.
And so they do have to think through that. And so I think it's a useful exercise to think about.
Yeah. It's easy to make fun of it, just my stance on the whole thing was that it's the car passenger's responsibility to bear the burden of most of the outcomes, if that makes sense. Because you can improve the car's design to be the most survivable. So it makes sense to risk the passenger more than pedestrians who didn't choose whether the car would be self-driving or not. And who can't, feasibly, they can't walk around in a bear suit everywhere to try to survive, getting hit by a car. That's just not like easy or really possible for most people. So, my theory was that the car should choose when it has to choose between risking the life of the passenger or the lives of the pedestrian, that you should choose the life of the passenger because the passenger can actually prepare and the passenger made the choice to get into the car. I don't know how that really checks out with everything else going on, but
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think from the car manufacturer's point of view, that's maybe a bit of a hard sell because, like you mentioned earlier, that can impact adoption rates of how many people actually want to buy these things.
yeah.
But obviously, for me, that's not like the primary moral concern. I think another interesting thing to think about here is how self-driving cars already are safer than human drivers on average. They're
Yeah.
causing much fewer accidents than a human driver would.
Yep.
And so you brought up the question of how do you get in a car knowing that it could choose to end your life? Well, how do I get in a car driving myself knowing that I could make a decision, a mistake that ends my life?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's interesting because you don't think about the externality of it. Maybe externality is not the right word, but when you get in the car, you are in control in a way, right? It's up to you to protect yourself and do what needs to be done to preserve your life. But if the car's driving itself, you don't have any input on that. It's out of your hands, and now that helplessness almost makes it feel worse than it is because the car's got way better situational awareness depending on the sensor package and potentially much faster reaction time than you do.
Yeah.
So the car statistically is probably significantly safer if driven by an AI that's properly designed.
And to be clear, the ones currently being developed are already safer than human drivers.
Yeah, and much better than the hypothetical runaway autonomous car from the simple morality test, I guess.
Yeah. Another part that makes it tricky in my mind is like even if it makes fewer mistakes than me, it might make mistakes that I wouldn't have made, and how do I live with that if that's what ends up happening?
Yeah, that's true. It could like start wearing a mullet, and you just you can't tell it like, dude, that it's not fashionable.
Absolutely true.
No offense to those who like mullets. There are some people who really rock it, but I don't have the right head shape for that.
Ooh, how'd you get this wild bait?
It was in a treasure chest.
Nice.
That's wild, right? So, Berkeley, this is going to be the first year that I complete in Stardew Valley.
Ever.
I believe so.
Wow.
So
I'm so happy to be here with you.
Because we're not using tools / making friends, I think there's a lot that I don't know about Stardew. And I was wondering if you had any like interesting fun facts or information that I need to know or anything about the town or the game.
About Stardew Valley?
Yeah, tell me about what I'm doing. Yeah.
I think you pretty much got it. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I've been playing Stardew Valley on my phone. Went back to playing on mobile just to have a little game to play as I'm waking up in the morning or falling asleep. pretty much the only times I game on my phone. Um, and I just completed year one in that game, or I'm getting close to completing year one, and I was surprised that I didn't make it very much farther than we did. Um, I think it helps having two people. That helps us go faster.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But I really thought that the no tools would be more of a burden. So I just barely got to level 120 in the mines. I've only completed 3 rooms of the community center, just like we have. I did get married. I put a lot of time and effort into courting Leah and succeeded at that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy. Um, Wait a second. We should have a recipe for ancient seeds, and I'm not seeing it. I will look into that later. Yeah, but all in all, we've been able to accomplish quite a bit with tools, more than I would have guessed possible.
You know, and that's kind of the foundation of our movement. It's like you don't need big tool. Not only are we against big tool, but like provably they don't serve a purpose except to cost you money, and it's a conspiracy to feed business to the local blacksmith. That's it.
We're on to you, Clint. Oh, we might be running out of hay here. Wait, we never had a silo. Where was all this hay coming from?
Is it all in your inventory?
It is all in my inventory. See, that's the problem with playing Stardew Valley on my own time, is then I get confused about what's happening in the stream.
How much hay do you have right now?
In my inventory, I have 58 hay.
Wow. Can you imagine carrying around 58 bales of hay? Just everywhere you went?
Not bales, just loose hays.
What's the measurement, like unit of measurement for that?
Stalks, maybe?
Stalks of hay. Oh, what did you
Blades?
say? 58
Blades
of hay. See, that wouldn't be very much. That'd be like a handful.
There you go. That's how I'm able to do it.
So our animals only eat 1 blade of hay per day.
I don't know how animals work, man.
Neither do we, to be honest. I've been getting into watching. It's called farriers, and they're the people that like shoe horses, and I think they work on other hoofed animals as well. But it's fascinating. There's a whole set of tools and a skill set and like anatomy knowledge that goes into being a good farrier. There's a lot of really interesting, very soothing YouTube videos watching dudes, pull out a file and shape horse hooves to be the right shape so that the horses are comfortable and healthy, and custom making horseshoes out of bars of steel. It's fascinating. And then I was thinking, if we, for some reason, lost the ability to have cars, like we ran out of gas and the battery technology wasn't panning out for electric vehicles, there's a lot that I would need to know about a horse to responsibly own one. Like I'd basically
those things are high maintenance.
Yeah, I'd be stuck using a bicycle, and around here that's not possible for like 4 to 6 months because of the amount of snow that we get. So that's just it was stunning to me how much there was, and that's just one facet of good animal maintenance.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I haven't thought about that.
Are there horses in Stardew Valley?
Yeah, you can have Robin buy or build you a stable.
Oh,
and it comes.
I thought you were gonna say build you a horse.
I mean, kind of. She builds you a stable, and then the next day there's a horse in it. So, yeah, I just did that in my personal game for the first time. This is like my 4th playthrough, and I've just never got the horse before, but I did it, and it's great. Much faster, even so. When you drink coffee, you get a little speed boost.
Yeah.
The horse is, I want to say, like twice as fast as a person with a speed boost.
Oh, wow.
So that's nice. Especially because I don't have the mine Oh, I just barely got the mine carts in my personal save.
Hmm.
Um, but before that, I really needed the horse to have like an effective day at the mines. It wasn't even worth it hardly to go up there
Yeah,
because it took me so long.
yeah. Interesting. Well, I've never seen them. Can you take them into the mines with you, or is there limits to where they
You
can go?
can't. Yeah, I don't think they can go in any buildings or like anywhere that's not the open map.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
What if I want to? Can you fish off of the back of the horse?
Oh, that's a good question. I think you can pick up forageables. I don't think you can like use your hoe, but I mean, who would want to use a tool anyway? So that doesn't really matter. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if you can fish from it. That's a good question.
People on Twitter, please go hit up the developer of this game and ask them to bring mounted combat into Stardew Valley.
I wonder if you brought the horse into the secret woods, if you could do some mounted combat that way.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll never be able to show that on the stream unless we can make it sit in a chair first.
We'll make a mod. Horses sit in chairs. That will be the name of the mod.
There you go. So I've done a little bit of video game modding, not for
Mhm.
Stardew Valley, but it's just amazing what modding communities come up with. It always blows me away. And then people are like asking me on my mods to do stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't know why you think I'd be able to do that. I literally all I did was edit text files. That's all I did. There it was a little more involved than just that, but
So when you say modding, you've made mods?
yeah, so I play a game called Arma 3. It's kind of a military simulator sandbox type of game where you just have a lot of different stuff. And yeah, I made a mod that turns one of the autonomous like winged drones into a gunship. So the U.S. Air Force has a AC-130 gunship, and basically it's a transport plane, but they cut holes in the sides and mounted an artillery cannon in the side of it, and then they just fly circles around their target and shoot artillery at it, but from the sky. And that wasn't in the game when I made mine, and I
Mhm.
wanted to provide that capability because I thought it was fun. And since it since the drones are autonomous, you can set them up to fly. You don't need a pilot. It takes just one person to control the whole platform, which also didn't exist at the time. So I saw that niche and I wanted to fill it for myself. And then I realized, hey, other people might like this.
Oh, that's super cool. I didn't know you'd done that.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've made several other mods that were derivatives or just completely different, and all for Arma 3. But I think I might have close to 10,000 total downloads right now.
Wow,
It's been
that's
a while
awesome.
since I looked. Yeah, yeah.
That's super cool.
It definitely took me by surprise that so many people liked it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have been interested in trying to get into modding, but I don't even know where to start. Probably by Googling how to get into modding would be the way to start.
So for me, I looked at mods that were already out there and I took them apart and looked at how they would work. And Arma has a big modding community, and they've documented a lot of their engine and a lot of their code on a wiki that they run, that the company that developed Arma runs. So it was just digging through documentation and trial and error and looking at what other people did that kind of taught me how to do it. But with your background in computer science, I'm sure that you could go through that much more quickly than I have.
Yeah, I would hope that my programming experience would help. I always feel intimidated. My least favorite part about computer science is getting used to a new technology or a new system.
Oh yeah.
Um, Probably because school didn't prepare me for that super well. Like everything I was building was just from scratch, and
Hmm.
so that's often where I'm the most comfortable, which is unfortunate because that's not what you do in the real world.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I'm getting more comfortable with things, obviously, with my job, and I've been out of school for a little while now. And maybe modding would be a good way to practice. Uh, Learning how to get into other people's code and other people's engines and make them work the way I want them to.
Yeah.
So I actually had that in my notes of things to ask you about for Stardew related topics. If we could talk about this game that we play for a
Yeah.
minute. Um,
What?
so I've been thinking about we've talked about a lot of really cool Stardew mods on this channel. I'm interested in the idea of trying to like change the setting or change the genre of Stardew Valley just by changing like graphics and maybe dialogue and um, maybe the names of some of the items.
Yeah.
Um, Curious what ideas you have. What types of genres or settings would you want to port Stardew Valley to?
So this is probably really stupid, but I would love to see a Breaking Bad, like Stardew Valley, but you're running a drug empire type of thing.
Okay, nice.
And obviously not everybody's going to be super friendly in a world like that, but I think it would be interesting to have a little bit more conflict, maybe more of a social system where people might be your enemies and and allies, but there's a little bit less just kind of built in, oh, we like you, the world is safe.
Yeah,
Not that that's bad. I think that that's one of the great qualities of Stardew Valley is that it's very it is what you make of it, right? So if you're looking for a cozy, friendly, relaxing experience, you can find that here. And if
yeah.
you want to make people mad, you can give them void mayo and make them hate you.
You can also hit them with your slingshot. They don't like that.
Oh, you can really?
hmm
I gotta try this. Who
I think that's the fastest way to lose friendship points with someone.
who should I hit? Oh, Mayor Lewis, definitely. Well,
Obviously, yeah.
that might have consequences. Are there consequences, Berkeley?
I don't think there are consequences.
All right. Well,
I mean, you'll lose friendship points, but
it's Mayor Lewis. No one cares. No one likes him.
yeah.
It's fine.
So I hate to admit this in public, but I'm a pretty big Rick and Morty fan.
Oh
Not like those
yeah.
fans that you're thinking of. I'm like a different kind of fan.
I'm not like
I
the
really
other
think you can split up
girls.
Rick and Morty fans into people that know that Rick is a bad guy and people that don't.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I'm in the first category, which makes me normal and right. Um, so I played a game called Pocket Mortys. Oh, wow. Pocket Mortys. It's
That was just a
basic.
Morty impression that you're doing right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not because I didn't drink enough water today and now I'm talking a lot. I would never be that irresponsible.
So Pocket
So
Mortys.
Pocket Mortys is like a ripoff of Pokemon. You're playing as a Rick, and you're in this world where Ricks just collect Mortys to fight them. Um,
That
and
feels very canonical to what we've seen so far from the show.
yeah, that is true. But the game works so well because there's something about the Rick and Morty art style that is just very easy to slap on to something like Pokemon. And I've been curious to see how well you could slap it onto Stardew Valley. Um,
Like a
yeah.
graphical Rick and Mortyization.
Yeah, like make all the trees weird, funky alien shapes and the green or the make the ground like neon green and yeah, make all the characters could look like aliens.
Would it still be pixel art or would it be like cartoon?
Yeah, that's a good question. Feel like hmm, I feel like you could go anywhere on the spectrum between like Stardew Valley's like resolution to Rick and Morty's resolution, and anywhere in between would look fine and good. Um, I follow the Rick and Morty Instagram account, and because they're part of Adult Swim, they're always doing like super weird artistic renditions of their characters, and something about the characters is evocative enough that it works in lots of different styles.
Yeah.
So I think it would work well in the Stardew style.
So, just to kind of piggyback on that, the concept of stuff working in a lot of different styles. You remember I was ranting about the Pepe documentary that I watched,
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know what that was, 2 weeks ago? So, now that you said that, I would love to see a Pepe version of Stardew Valley. I think that could be
Okay.
really wholesome and cute.
So I don't know Pepe as well as you do. What is there beyond like the meme?
So, first of all, and I don't want to get too deep into this because there's a lot of different Pepes, some good, some bad.
Mhm.
But the comic that Pepe is from has like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different characters, each with a unique look. One of them's like a Yeti man, but he's very chill and cool because they're all college roommates. And then there's another one that I think looks like a some sort of dog, if I'm remembering correctly. But like if you I don't know, made like a Pepe style animal for all of your village people, and then you played as a Pepe. I think that would be kind of neat, and you could like change the names to fit in with the cartoon. I think the cartoon names are not like normal people names, but I don't remember what they are. Um, and the I guess kind of the ethos of Pepe is that he is a mascot of normalness in a way. That's not probably a lot of people would disagree with that, but I will say this: he's one of the few memes that I've seen that can depict a whole different range of emotions from like childlike joy to sadness to grief to anger to selfishness to entitled, just a huge emotional range because there's been so much made from him, including a lot of bad stuff like we talked about on the previous stream where we talked about the documentary. So
Yeah.
I guess I really see that. I see Pepe's character as an avenue for storytelling, and I think that he represents a lot of the emotions that we don't really share with the world in our day-to-day interactions because it's not cool to be sad or to be weak or to be too excited about things. I feel like I have to kind of make myself a little bit more normal and palatable to interact with people in a normal way, if that makes sense. But I feel a lot of excitement and joy and sadness about things because that's my personality type.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Okay, I just remembered that prices on all the shop things double at the start of year two,
Oh no.
like all the raw resources.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna buy a ton of copper and coal if you're okay with
Yeah,
that,
do it.
so that we can make a bunch of bombs.
Do it.
Also, hello King Gecko in the chat. Thanks for joining. Happy to have you here. Jared, do you want to go check the traveling cart and see if you have any snow yams or
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that
or
now.
winter seeds?
So they come on Sundays, and I thought they came on Fridays, and I was
They come twice a
incorrect.
week.
Oh, really? Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool. I thought this was like that one time where I said Rick and Morty season 5 is coming out, and it's been out for like 2 years. Thought it was one of those moments.
Not like that.
Cool, 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 cool. So, I don't know what else to say about the modding Stardew Valley into kind of a new context, but Stardew Valley in many ways is kind of a love letter to like classic games. I feel like, I mean, obviously you've got the Harvest Moon similarity, but I think beyond that there's just the art style is something that's been around and was really really essential to games in the 90s and into the early 2000s when pixel graphics were still the main way that games were made. And so I could see a lot of potential reskins, like Zelda A Link Between Worlds is a classic SNES title, I believe, and it's iconic. Like, the way the world looks is very iconic, and I think that you could reproduce that and sell like DLC for Stardew Valley, just doing reskins like that for different franchises.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun.
No winter seeds. There's a halibut, but no winter seeds.
Do not need a halibut.
What about
Okay.
a garlic
Don't need a garlic.
or a honey?
Oh, we might need a honey.
It's 500.
Yeah,
I'll buy it.
do it. Okay, and I still don't have a high enough mining level to craft the bombs, so I'm gonna leave all the ingredients in the chest right in front of our house.
Okay. I also bought
Um,
an apricot or an apricot, depending on where you're from in the United
Please
States.
don't say apricot.
Should I be speaking with a British accent if I say apricot?
Who says apricot? Is that like an East Coast thing?
I don't know. I've heard it said that way, but probably from British people. Probably not. It's probably not an American thing.
They say jalapeno, so we're not asking them.
An aluminium.
Well, that one makes sense.
Does it?
I think so.
Is there an I at the end of aluminum that I've been leaving out my whole life?
Uh, Wait, at the end?
Aluminium, right before the last
Oh.
U.
Oh, you're right. Yep, never mind. Their way is wrong.
Maybe so. I know that after the Revolutionary War, we put a lot of effort into un-Britishizing our words.
Mhm.
So maybe that was a casualty
Yeah.
of that process, and they legitimately spell it different and thus pronounce it different. I don't know. If you're
Mhm.
British, feel free to let us know in the chat. Okay, so honey and apricots in the donation bin. Pretty exciting.
Sweet. Oh, wait. Did you sell the honey? That donation bin?
Nope. The actual chest for donations up by the community center.
Oh, awesome. Cool, thanks.
Yep.
Panicked for a second.
That would be very
Um,
awkward.
Cool. So, now that we've got a few more people in the stream, maybe we can go over the giveaway again.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to do it this time since I did it last time?
Man, I'll try. I don't have the details in front of me, but we're going to be doing a giveaway for $15 of Steam credit. TBD on how that is going to be delivered to you. I think we were hoping to do like a gift card, but we will figure out the best way to do that. But we're going to be doing a giveaway. There's going to be a post on our Instagram recapping and celebrating our year of Stardew Valley. This is the last day of that year without tools. And to enter the giveaway, you can go to our Instagram, which you can find in the About section of our Twitch or in the description of our YouTube channel. And go to our Instagram, like the post, tag a friend, and then we'll be announcing the winner later that following week, so next week. And then I believe we'll also be announcing the winner on the stream. Is that
we'll do it
right,
on this-
Berkeley?
We'll do it on the stream first because I
Okay.
think that will be more exciting. And
That's
then,
true.
We'll DM the winner on Instagram.
You got to have like the opportunity to brag and celebrate in front of your friends.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
It's about the pride. Okay, so I've been able to craft 41 bombs
Awesome.
with the copper and coal. And it takes a lot more copper than coal, which is interesting.
Yeah, four copper and one coal, right?
Yeah, I believe that's the ratio.
I think that's scientifically how much how much copper you need to fully encapsulate a coal so that it'll then have pressure and blow up. Is that how bombs work?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Don't look it up, kids.
Okay, I've got another starter question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
We've talked a little bit about other challenges we would do. So we're doing the no tools challenge where we try to finish the community center without using any tools. We've joked about doing a no sleep challenge where we never get to use our bed and then we just get fined like 1,000 gold every day.
Yeah.
Um, Curious what other challenges you'd be interested in doing or watching someone else do.
So, does it have to be with the goal to beat Stardew Valley?
No, and I'll
Okay.
give an example of that. I was thinking it would be interesting to try to do one where you see how far you could get without ever making money. Um,
So just you never sell anything. It's all
Never
just
sell
bartering.
anything. Well, there's not much bartering you can do in the game, so it'd also be kind of like a don't spend money other than that first 500 gold that you are given when you start the
Okay.
game. Um, or I guess, yeah, you could decide if your rules would allow you to complete quests and get money that way.
Because you could
Um,
also barter, like if you have raw resources, you can barter for your house, right? Or do you have to pay gold in addition to resources?
you have
I
to
haven't done
pay
it.
gold in
Okay.
addition to resources.
Okay. Yeah,
All right,
that'd be interesting.
that's year one of Stardew Valley.
Wow.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate that.
Let me grab a screenshot here. Beautiful, beautiful moment.
We ended on a pretty good day too. That was quite a bit of
Yeah,
money.
that's mayonnaise. Lots of lots and lots of mayonnaise. And
That's the
what
money
did that
maker.
say? Cheese. I thought that might have said duck cheese. That's my dyslexia hitting me. I was curious about that. So I'm a chaotic dude.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see. I'd love to see a run through where you try to make everybody your enemy, as much enemy as you can.
Mm,
Oh, we
that
got
would
a
be interesting.
cutscene.
Ooh,
Kent.
Kent is here.
Hello, Kent. Oh, this is the dude that sends you a bomb in the mail, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, the legend. I've never met you, Kent. Here we go. Frosted tips. I like it. Okay.
that's just sun bleach. That's no.
Oh,
Didn't frost those
he's
himself.
not. He's not early 2000s Justin Timberlake up in here. My wife told me that a new farmer had moved in while I was gone. All right. Nice to see you too, Kent. You're still wearing your little jacket with the gold bars, butter bars on the side.
He's like the Great Gatsby. Can't. That's the fanciest clothes he owns, and he wants to show off how cool he is.
I respect that. Okay.
No, I shouldn't tease him. Kent's a cool guy.
We have a cherry on our tree, and we have an apricot. I could have avoided buying. Forgot we had an apricot
my
tree.
goodness. Me too. Like,
All right. Well, we have a cherry now, and I'll think of something to do with this apricot. Should I
we
start
got a
clearing
wool
land?
from a rabbit.
Is it
Yeah,
is it
let's
land
start
clearing
clearing some
time?
land.
Ooh. Okay. Well, part of me really wants to clean up the clutter of trees by our path, just from a aesthetic standpoint.
Yeah, if you could clear out in front of the coop as well. I think just one bomb will do it for that.
Do you think that it will hurt the animals to put a bomb?
No, they're invincible. The only thing we can do to them is sell them.
This game is so much more forgiving than Harvest Moon.
And Minecraft.
Yeah, true.
Animals in that one do not like being bombed.
Man, so many resources now. This is amazing.
So, we should have maybe made more sprinklers than we did.
What do we need to make sprinklers with?
We need one copper bar and one iron bar.
Okay, we've still got $30,000, so we can probably afford several sprinklers.
Yeah, let's see, I think I just need to start smelting stuff. Oh, we do not have a lot of copper because we just turned it all into bombs.
That
makes
is
sense.
correct.
I'll have to go buy some more copper. That's okay. So we don't need to do all our planting today because we're not using crops as a way to make money. We're just using crops to finish the community center. So we need to plant. There's 4 things that you need to donate in the spring for the spring crops bundle. So we need to plant 1 of each of those.
Okay.
And then we need 5 gold star parsnips for the quality crops bundle.
Is there a point in trying to get fruit trees planted that will bear fruit during summer?
Yes, that would be a great thing to do. Yeah, so that would be for the artisan bundle, is where that would be useful. Okay, I'm gonna go buy some copper instead of watching you place bombs.
How much do we care about these stumps?
Clearing them is nice so that we can walk there, but
Okay.
other than that, not much.
They exploded into sap.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happens.
Everyone knows that the wood comes from the top 80% of the tree, and the bottom 20% of the tree creates sap.
Huh. This is what I get for sleeping through my middle school science classes. Actually, I was that kid who would read in class, that obnoxious kid. That was me. Not proud of it. Did read a lot of good books, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I think public school isn't great at going at the right pace for everyone, and if some kids can just self-select to read instead of causing trouble in the classroom, no harm there.
That's fair. I wasn't attacking people or interrupting. Those are 2 very different scales of
You know those 2 students, the one that would attack people and the one that would interrupt.
and sometimes they overlap a little bit, like Hermione Granger. Just saying.
Let me get this coal cooking. Oh, shoot. I forgot we need copper. Or we need coal as well. Oh, we've got plenty of coal. I did not need to buy all that coal that I bought.
It's okay.
Oops. We're learning.
It's cool. Our animals are outside again. This is so strange to me.
We don't need to feed them hay every single day now because they can just eat the grass.
True.
They'll probably eat what is there pretty quickly. Maybe we should try to plant more for them.
Do I need to worry about accidentally blowing up our sprinklers?
I think if you blow them up, it should just like give them to you in your inventory.
It'll just be a drop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully. We'll find out. Oh.
Sorry.
I should worry about myself getting blown up.
So, does that prove that in Stardew Valley people are not part of the animal kingdom because we're not invincible to bombs?
I guess so. I don't know how that works. But every NPC is invincible to bombs. It's just the players.
So that means that maybe we're not actually humans, or maybe they're not humans.
That's freaky. Oh, I need to go buy seeds too. Oh my goodness, we're so bad at this game. Just watching you place bombs. Usually, so if you haven't played Stardew Valley before, usually the first day of every season is like crazy busy. Just trying to get seeds, trying to get everything planted, and then after that, if you have sprinklers, things kind of run themselves after the first day of the season, and you can just go explore the mines and do fun things.
Yeah.
But
Or you could be very unhelpful and just blow stuff up.
Or you could be even more unhelpful and watch someone else blow stuff up.
While doing nothing. Oh, Berkeley.
What?
I think I blew up one of our sprinklers and it did not drop.
Dang it. Okay, well, good thing I was getting ready to get more anyway. Make more. some quality fertilizer as well, so we can try to get those high quality parsnips. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff. I don't know if we'll have enough resources to plant it all right now, but sometime this season.
Yeah, great.
Man, I can't believe they don't give us the sprinkler back. That's a bummer.
Yeah, I guess I guess it did get blown up, so I'm not surprised necessarily.
Yeah, I guess I've just been telling myself that like you can do anything with bombs that you would otherwise do with tools, and this is the second time that has not been true.
That's still, pretty good odds
Yeah,
out of all the times if this is only the second time.
yeah, that's fair.
All right. So I cleared a good swath of land. I probably could have focused a little bit more on the area near the watering hole, but I did not do that. I did clear up some walking area around our barn and our coop and towards
Nice.
the cave.
Could you put a bomb or place a bomb right about where I'm standing?
Yeah, let me go get I used all our cherry bombs, but we still have normal bombs.
Okay.
And will they plow a larger area? Do you know?
They should. We can only sprinkle so much with one bomb or with one sprinkler anyway. So some of that will be wasted, but that's
Wow.
okay. That was a huge area.
Yeah, that's great.
Man, remember when we put all these paths down thinking it would prevent weeds from spreading? And then it turns out weeds are much stronger than paths.
We should have
That was a
known.
bummer.
We should have known better. I'm
Okay,
gonna sell the paths because they serve no purpose to me.
fair. I am going to plant 2 copies of each thing that we need,
Okay.
just in case something happens. I don't know, an asteroid falls, a bomb gets misplaced.
That's
Things happen.
that's much more likely. Things do happen. That's true. Man, we've already tore through our hour. That's crazy.
Oh
Just
yeah,
in
we're
time for
coming
the
up
new
on the
year,
end of the
though.
stream. Yes.
So, if it's cool with you, I'm gonna go ahead and donate what we've got.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and do that without me. So I'm gonna sit here and hope that this iron smelts on time to make another 2 sprinklers.
All right. Who wants to who wants to watch me frantically dig through the different community bundles trying to figure out where things go?
Well, you can ask me questions still.
Okay. Let's see. I've got apricots, cherries, and honey. So,
Okay, all 3 of those should be in the artisan bundle in the pantry,
okay.
which looks more like a kitchen than a pantry.
So for me, I would say this tiled area would be the kitchen, but there's no appliances. That's so
Oh
interesting.
yeah, that's a good point. Is the kitchen gets fixed as well when you fix the uh the pantry. A bunch of our animals are sleeping outside and I'm not sure why.
You never camped like in your backyard during the summer? I guess it's not
Well,
summer,
they
but
they get unhappy if they spend the night outside.
oh,
So I'm wondering if they'll produce for us tomorrow.
they better. All right, well that's 3 things donated.
Nice. Tomorrow we should definitely get some summer fruit trees. And that might be enough for us to finish the artisan bundle.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need 2 more things. So if we get orange and peach trees, we can finish the artisan bundle in summer. That's
Is
great.
is there a way for us to process our own geodes?
No, we need Clint for that.
So I feel like, my sword could probably break a geode open.
That would turn it into a tool, and that's not acceptable.
That's the delineation between a weapon and a tool, is that a weapon is only used for killing monsters and a
Yes.
tool can be used for other things that provide utility.
Yes.
I see where my ideological impurity was, and I I apologize.
Could you come stand over here again so that I can see?
Oh yeah.
You got that good glow ring.
Man, I think I
Um,
found another one and I sold it.
oof.
Let me go look in the
Can't believe
chest.
you
There
do
might
that to
be
me.
one sitting around.
Oh, Megan in the chat says that there's a geode crusher machine, and you get it from Clint after some order.
We might not get it then because we don't really do a lot of business with Clint besides geodes and
Could you
raw
move just a
resources.
bit so I can put some. Thanks. You were right in the way of placing that fertilizer.
You don't want to dig up my foot.
I will put poop on your shoes.
Is that a threat or a promise?
I was going for threat, but if it doesn't work that way, I'll take what I can get.
I was going to say don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay.
Do we sell sap?
It doesn't sell for very much, so I've been keeping it, but we don't have any reason to keep it.
Okay. I've sold it then. Oh, it's 110.
Yeah. Let's go to bed.
All right. All right.
Let me grab that jade first.
Will Berkeley make it to bed, or will he be mugged by the marauding Jojamart people?
Made it.
Made it.
Okay, that was a successful stream. 3 items donated, finished year 1, planted our spring crops. This is great.
It is. We're back. We're out of the cold winter and back into the spring of progress.
Love that. Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining. Please follow us on Instagram and either YouTube or Twitch, or both if you want. And stay tuned on Instagram for our giveaway coming later this week. On Friday is when that post should come.
You should definitely do it because if you don't already have Stardew Valley, you could use it to get Stardew Valley and enjoy some sweet anti-tool farming along with us, or get some other fun game thing of your choice. It's up to you if you win.
Or multiple games, or a fraction of a game.
That's true. There's a lot of different ways you could use that. All right. Well, I've been Jared. He's been Berkeley. And we'll catch you next week on Stardew Valley Tools Aren't Real Edition. Bye.
Bye.